on this one. I'm just gonna let the video play as I read through. Let's start in let's go to Jude 1 and 7. This is Jude 1 verse 7. And it says, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, homosexuality, are set forth as an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. Now I tell you this, I read you this, as in vengeance, that vengeance word is punishment of eternal fire. Now I ask you this, eternal fire also goes into the hell doctrine. Sodom and Gomorrah is not burning anymore in fire, okay? So that shows you that hell, if you don't know how to interpretate that hell, it's not really talking about a place you burn forever, all right? Because this verse related to the flame, the thermonuclear fire, the splitting of the atom that incinerated Sodom and Gomorrah, okay? It was eternal, all right? A long period of time. It burned for a long period of time. And they found they found Sodom and Gomorrah and the ether balls, okay, the sulfur balls that was found there burnt themselves out. Okay, when sulfur is on fire, it consumes everything around it and then burns itself out. Okay, that's the example of that type of fire. Okay, eternal fire. And let's go to Revelations 10 and 11. This is Revelations, just the example of reincarnation. This is Revelations 10 verse 11. And it says, and he said unto me, thou must prophesy again. Let's get some more understanding on this. This is John on the Isle of Patmos, okay, wrote the book of Revelations. There was no documented evidence that John ever made it out of the Isle of Patmos. He was sentenced there for punishment. Okay, so he probably never left that island. So you got to listen to this verse. And it says, and I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey, and as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. And he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings. So John, the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, told John that he must prophesy again. That means he was going to leave that body he was in and be brought back to prophesy again. So he was going to stand back in his lot. All right? And that, let's get more understanding on that. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 4 and 32. 1 Corinthians 4 and 32. Oh, 14 and 32. Salakia. 14 and 32. Turn with me there. And it says, we'll go to 31. For ye may all prophesy one by one, that all men learn and all may be comforted. And the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. So the spirit that was going to be put in, the spirit that was in John, whatever body he comes back in is going to be subject onto that spirit. You see that? And it says the spirit of the prophet is subject to the prophet. Okay? For the Most High is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. Okay? So that's that. The same spirit that John had in him on the Isle of Patmos, when he comes back, he has that same spirit. That's how he's going to prophesy again. He's not going to go and be a carpenter, or he's not going to pick up a hobby of metallurgy being a smith. He's going to be a prophet because he's subject unto the spirit. All right. Let's get more on that. This is 2nd Esdras. This is 2nd Esdras 4 and 35. It's the second Ezra 14 and 35. Second Ezra 14 and 35, and it reads, Salakia, let me make sure, 14 and 35, and it says, therefore, let's start at 34. Therefore, if so be that ye may subdue your own understanding and reform your hearts, ye shall be kept alive, and after death ye shall obtain mercy. How are you going to obtain mercy after death? You think about that? Can you answer that question? How you going to obtain mercy after death? If your body decomposes and rots, what's need of mercy? Okay, it's when you come back in the reincarnation, in the regeneration of your spirit and that body coming back to make that soul. Okay, and it says, therefore, if so be that ye will subdue your own understanding and reform your hearts, ye shall be kept alive, and after death ye shall obtain mercy. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again. Okay? And then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared. Alright? So that's how you go. You live your life. You die. Okay? The Most High can punish you in the body you're in, or you can die, come back, and get punished again. That's why the story of the blind man. What did they do to be birth blind? Okay, it's what they did in the past life. All right, what they did in the past life. And just to get back on these, some of these are how you say lookalikes, man. They started the video I found. I couldn't chop it up, but some of these are lookalikes. Like some of these sections right here, lookalikes. This is a lookalike. Okay, now it's getting into the actual other photos. Okay. So I don't want you guys to be too confused on this while I'm reading. These are lookalikes. Now it's going to get into the old photos again, as you can see here. Alright? And it says, this is back in 2nd Ezra 14 and 35. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again, and then shall the names of the righteous be manifested, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared. That's why he told John, you're gonna prophesy again. All right? Because he had that in him. The man that's doing this work today is the same man that was back then doing the same thing. But we're just reincarnated again in our lot. Okay? That's how we understand this truth, because we once had it. All right? It's not something new. We're just remembering it. All right, let's go to Job 9 and 24. This is Job 9, verse 24. And it says the earth is 19 and 24. Salakia, 19 and 24. And it says, that they were graven with an iron pen and lead in the rock forever. It says, for I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth. And though after my skin worms destroy this body, yet in my flesh shall I see the Most High. How is he going to see the Most High in his flesh? And this is at the last days. When Job wrote this book, it was way in the past. So how is it he's going to be able to see the Most High in the last days, his son, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, in the last days, if his body has been eaten and dissolved? He's going to come back in the flesh, in a brand new body, and see the Most High in that body. Alright? And it says, and though after my skin worms destroy this body, yet in my flesh shall I see the Most High, whom I shall see from myself. He's telling you, from myself. Not oh, I'm going to see it down the line, or I'm going to have my ancestors see it. He said himself, Job himself is going to see this day. And it says, and whom flesh shall I see the Most High, whom I shall see for myself, and my eyes shall behold, and not another, though my reins be consumed within me. All right, let me see what that says on that 27. And it says, my heart yearns. He yearns for this day, and the Most High is going to bless him. Okay? That's how you know the love he has for us, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua loves us greatly.